Welcome back to my channel, folks, Wildlife Ranger on YouTube, and to another in the series of the Beginner's Guide to British Botany and Spring Plants. Today we are going to look at a plant underfoot of pasture and wayside known as the Ribwort Plantain or Plantago lanceolata. While some may view it as a weed underfoot of wayside and pasture, others may see it as a wildflower of beauty. So I hope today you can join me on a trek to look at the habitat, presentation and appearance of this plant known as the Ribwort Plantain. Welcome, folks, to my channel Wildlife Ranger on YouTube for all things natural history. I hope today you can join me on a trek to find the next plant in the Spring Botany series, and today we're along a wayside known as the Calderdale Way and on a verge where we're filming the next plant in our series, which is the Ribwort Plantain, so called because the plant gets its name from the ribs on the leaves, as we will see. The plant today also is in full flower, so if we gently hit the flower, we can see a puff of pollen, yellow, liberated into the air. This little plant is also known as hardheads because when it flowers it produces a rather hard head, which in days gone by kids used to play games with to see what their tolerance of pain was, hence the name hardhead. The plant is found along the roadside or the wayside, as you can see, and it's a well-trodden place. So welcome to the Ribwort Plantain. Here we can see a quick overview of the pasture habitat where the plant favours short grass at this time of year. So, in summary, the habitat of this plant, a common weed, is on cultivated or disturbed land such as wayside walks, verges or places with short grass. The Ribwort plantain is known by a number of common or vernacular names, namely the narrow-leaf plantain, the lamb's tongue plantain, with the resemblance to the lamb's tongue and the leaf veins, and the buckhorn. It's a member of the plantain family known as the Plantainacea. The Latin name Plantago lanceolata is straightforward, meaning plant with the narrow or sharp leaves. So folks, as always, before we embark on our trip to the field to look for it, let us look at the features and characteristics which will enable us to identify and find it in the field, beginning with the flower structure of the plant. The following image depicts flowers flowering around the conical flower spike, and indeed other features such as the calyx beneath the stem and the deep rib on the stem, as well as the long white protruding stamens. As indicated, the Ribwort plantain is a member of the family Plantainacea. The flower stalk, as can be seen from the video, is deeply furrowed, ending in an ovoid inflorescence of many small flowers, each with a pointed brach on a conical or cylindrical flower head. As demonstrated in the video, the flower is wind-pollinated and does not need large showy petals. The flowers themselves are 4 mm with a green calyx and brownish corolla, with 4 bent back lobes with brown midribs and 4 long white stamens protruding from the flower, which are that which is visible in the video. The plant has a relatively long flowering period, flowering between April and August. As always, we include the following slide, which may be stopped at any point, containing full details and characteristics of the plant for those who may wish to study it further. So let us have a look at the leaves of Ribwort plantain. The basal rosette leaves are lanceolate, spreading or erect, scarcely toothed, and have 3 to 5 strong parallel veins, narrowed to a short petiole or leaf stalk. The plant stands in and around 45 centimetres but can be bigger. It is not the aim of this video to cover the confusion species in depth or to identify in depth the differential features. However, we have left you with a slide which indicates some subtle differences between the main confusion species, which include buckshorn plantain, sea plantain and branch plantain. The Ribwort plantain should not be confused with his cousin, the greater plantain or broad-leafed plantain Plantago major, where the leaves are much broader and the inflorescence spike a great deal taller. Well, this brings the account of the Ribwort plantain to an end. Thank you very much indeed for watching. If you have enjoyed this video series, please help us by sharing and subscribing the channel so that we can bring you another plant in the spring and summer series. I hope also that you will be able to join me on the next track, where we will look in detail at the next wildflower in the spring botany series. In the meantime, stay safe, enjoy nature, and see you on the next video.